Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to this journey to the divine within. Today, we're going to talk about common experiences that happen during a spiritual awakening. And then we'll talk about tips to help us through it. But first, please like and subscribe. I'd very much appreciate that. And also, if you would visit my blog at journeytothedivinewithin.wordpress.com. I have a lot of articles already up and out. So if you would check that out, like and subscribe there too, that would be awesome. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first common experience during a spiritual awakening that I have is feeling emotional. So there's so much going on, and it's overwhelming and it's confusing, and you might be frightened and kind of just like, whoa, what's happening? Whoa, what is happening? I remember when I was going through my spiritual awakening, I felt that so much. I was just trying to grasp what is going on. I remember I woke up at 2:22 a.m. and I was freaked out because I knew, like, I felt that someone, this was planned, or someone was there with me. Like, I just felt like, what is happening? So yeah, I was freaked out. But it's funny looking back. Now I would just be so happy if I got woken up at 2:22. I'm like, thank you, Spirit. So yes, feeling emotional, it's normal, because you don't know what's happening yet, and it's brand new to you, and things are happening that don't quite make sense, but you're intrigued, but you're like, what's happening? So take it easy on yourself. Please take it easy on yourself. It is an overwhelming time period, but it'll all make sense. It'll all add up. Now I look back and I'm like, oh, little did she know. Little did she know that was the beginning. That was the beginning to the start of the rest of your life. So hang in there. It absolutely gets better. The number 2 common experience I have is experiencing synchronicities. So like I mentioned before, I woke up at 2:22. So that's a synchronicity, looking at the clock and it's repeating numbers, or maybe you don't have repeating numbers, but you have your number that you always see. It's like 615. You see 615 everywhere you go. See 615, and it starts to feel like, why am I'm seeing this everywhere? What's happening? Why do I keep seeing this? Other different synchronicities can just be seeing different animals, like a snake or a red cardinal, a blue jay, just things that are kind of special that you don't necessarily see every day. And these are just spirit telling you, like, hey, hi, we're here. There's something out there. There's something more. Pay attention. Keep going. You've got this. So I guess that can be overwhelming too, because like I said, when I woke up at 2:22, I was like, whoa, what's happening? So if you are seeing synchronicities, it's a good sign. Keep noticing them. It's just like your mind is starting to be aware of what else is out there. So you're like opening up, you're like catching these synchronicities, and it's a really cool time. So like anytime you catch it, you're just like, whoa, I don't know what this means, but I'm ready. I'm ready, Spirit. Thank you. I'm ready. My number 3 common experience during a spiritual awakening is the feeling that you're here for a bigger purpose or another purpose. So maybe you've been at your job for however long and it's just the norm, and you just go, you don't hate it, you don't love it, it just is what it is. And you go through this spiritual awakening and you're like, whoa, there is so much I don't know. There is so much out here, and I don't know if I necessarily align with this anymore. I don't know if I want to keep doing this. Like, there's a lot going on here. Like, I have a lot to learn about, and I don't know if I align with this job anymore. So that's a big one. It's kind of like looking at your life and seeing what feels in alignment and what feels good and what feels right. And some things you just might fall out of. Even people, even friends, it might be like, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know if this is good for me. I don't know if this feels good for me. And you just start thinking in a way you've never thought before. Like, maybe there is a place I'm supposed to be. Maybe there is a job I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe there is a way I'm supposed to help. There is a way I'm supposed to be helping people. You know what I mean? So you start thinking about things a lot differently, and things might start falling out of your life, but you can rest assured that it's for your own good. So if things start changing quick, maybe you get fired, maybe you have to move, whatever, just be like, Spirit, I know this is in my best interest. This is for my best good. This is for my growth. This is for my growth. And keep reminding yourself that. So yeah, the feeling that you're here for something different, or you need to switch things around in your life, I'd say that's pretty common. Another number 4 common experience during spiritual awakening that I'm gonna add is feeling like there is something or someone watching you. Now I know that sounds a little creepy, and at the beginning it might feel a little creepy because you can kind of sense this. You're not alone. You can kind of sense that there is something or someone kind of around you, and it can be overwhelming. You just want to remind yourself that everything that's happening to you right now is an orchestration of beings of love and light. So you are always safe. And you can do things like pray, demand that only love and light may surround me, only love and light may come around me. Anything like that, anything that might make you feel safer, but you are safe, and they are beings that love you and care about you and are here to guide you. And so you will get more familiar and more comfortable with their presence over time, and you'll learn to very much enjoy it and be like, yay, they're here. And it can be a feeling of comfort after a while. So yes. All right, let's talk about my tips and tools for these symptoms that you're going through during a spiritual awakening. So my tip number 1 is to keep learning. Read. In my case, listen to audiobooks because I have ADHD and reading isn't my best friend. But get information any way you can. So books, podcasts, YouTube channels, everything. Some books that I'll just go ahead and recommend. My fave, Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. Dolores Cannon has a lot of books on spirituality and the journey of the soul, and Brian Weiss as well. If you want to listen to channelers, Bashar is a good one to listen to. So those are just a couple, but there are so many people that will help you with what's happening to you, including me. So go ahead and subscribe. But there are countless, endless tools that you can use and find out there. YouTube was really helpful for me. I was just taking in knowledge, just drinking it up. Oh my goodness. So just keep learning, because it's gonna help you understand what's going on here. Like, so keep asking questions, keep learning, and yeah. My number 2 tip would be to ask for signs. This can help you because your spirit guides are around you and they're like, hey, we're here, and you're like, are you really, or am I crazy? Is this in my head, or are you really here? So that's when asking for signs comes in common. I used to ask for simple things like a green balloon. Spirit guides, if you're there and you're hearing this, can I see a green balloon in the next 48 hours? Or a red door on a house, or a red cardinal if you're outside a lot, or like a purple unicorn. And then you have to be open to the way these signs come around. So say you ask for the red door, maybe you're at the library and you get to the kids center and there's like a playhouse with a red door. Or you're going shopping and you ask for the purple unicorn and there it is, a stuffed animal on the shelf. So sometimes it's going to be super literal, and sometimes it's not going to be exactly what you imagined. You just have to be open to any way that spirit guides can get that information to you. Yep. And also, if you're asking for numbers, you might see it on the clock, you might see it on a license plate, you might see it on an address on somebody's house. So there are so many ways that these signs might come about, so just stay open and keep asking. Number three tip or tool that I have for going through a spiritual awakening is to get outside in nature. Once you are going through your spiritual awakening, nature is going to be like your best friend. Like, you have to get outside. It's what's really going to ground you, because when you're going through a spiritual awakening, there's a lot of energy like up here in your head, and you might start to feel like, for lack of a better word, crazy, because there's just so much going on in your head, in your mind. Nature is going to really help calm you down. It's going to be so peaceful for you. Just being in nature, whether it's sitting at the park, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's going for a swim, you just want to get outside. It's so important, even just for the nervous system, regardless of spiritual things. Just for your physical body and your nervous system, being outside is very important. So yes. And my number fourth and final tip and tool is to find community. Find people like you. It can be super isolating, because when you go on this journey, it doesn't mean that other people are going on this journey with you. Everybody else's life is kind of staying the same, and yours is taking like a sharp left, and you're like, what's happening? People probably can't relate to you. People probably won't understand what you're going through. So finding a community that really accepts you and makes you feel like you're not weird, because that's a big one. Feeling weird or out of place, or what's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with you. You just have to go where you're celebrated, if you will. So with that being said, you can find online communities. Maybe you're looking like at a Facebook group, or this app called Threads that Instagram created. It's a really cool community for people into spirituality, so that's fun. You can look up meditation centers near you, or metaphysical centers near you, and see what kind of classes they offer. So there's a lot there. Just, you're not alone and you're not crazy. Just kind of find people who know what's going on, or just kind of find people who understand you and can relate to you, and that'll make you feel way less alone, and it'll just help a lot. I also created a community at my blog, which is journeytothedivinewithin.wordpress.com. So if you come on there and you're reading the articles and you relate, go ahead and comment, and we can go back and forth. I love answering questions, and I love hearing about your experiences. So yeah. Alrighty, so that's it for today. So we just went through the types of common experiences that you go through while you're going through a spiritual awakening, and also some tips and tricks that will help you through it. So I hope this was helpful. Please feel free to comment any experiences you have, any questions you have. I will absolutely be here to answer. Keep going. You absolutely have this. It's actually super exciting because it's the start to the rest of your life. It's the start to more fulfillment. It's the start to more happiness. It's the start to more purpose, more passion. It's gonna absolutely be worth it. So thank you for joining me. Give me a like and subscribe. Bye.